Well, tonight is the biggest game of the season for the Cavaliers. They're down 0-2 to Boston, Eastern Conference Finals. If they lose, they're down 0-3. No NBA team ever in history at any time has ever come back from an 0-3 margin to win a series. I guess what I'm wondering, does the Cavs take the court at Quicken Loans Arena tonight? You know, do they have the energy and the will to really compete with a Boston team that's rising up? I anticipate LeBron-James will put in another vintage LeBron performance, 40-some points, something like that. I don't think LeBron-James wants to be swept out of the Eastern Conference Finals by Boston. I think he wants to figure out a way to drag this group into the NBA Finals, which would be Finals number 8 in a row for him. Certainly, it would probably be the least talented team he's ever gotten to the Finals. Although that group in 2007 with Sasha Pavlovich and Daniel Gibson and some of those other guys, Larry Hughes, Daniel Marshall, was not exactly a star-studded cast either. And also, I think when you look at this, this is a challenge for Coach Tyronn Lue, because all this praise has been on Brad Stevens, the coach of the Celtics. Brad, who coached at Butler. Brad's wife actually is from Cleveland. And he's been slowly building the Celtics up, building them up in his 5 years there to now where they're really ready to knock off the Cavaliers. The Celtics play with a lot of spirit, a lot of drive, and even Kevin Love said the other day, they play Brad Stevens basketball, which I hadn't heard that term before. I go, oh. And he talked about how, frankly, it's a bunch of things the Cavaliers don't do. The ball may start on the left side of the court, but it goes over to the right side. In other words, there's ball movement, there's player movement. And Love said, I looked at the box score the other day, this was after game 2, he goes, they had 5 guys, their starters were all in double figures, all 5 starters in double figures. Guess what? In the first 2 games against Boston, you know how many Cavalier starters scored 10 or more points? Okay, LeBron's 1, Love's 2. LeBron's 1, Love's 2. That's right, 2. In game 1, George Hill, a veteran point guard that I like, the Cavs had, played 28 minutes. And if you're watching this, you had as many assists and rebounds in that game as George Hill did. How does a guy play 28 minutes and not have an assist or a rebound? The ball would just fall in his hands. Either George Hill is hurt or something's going on there. J.R. Smith cannot make a layup. He's just been lost. These are guys they're counting on, veteran players, to show up. So I guess I'm saying this, tonight when the Cavs take the floor, let's see who shows up and really plays. I think Kevin Love will play well. I know LeBron will play well, but will they be out there with anybody else?